Okay, the classic example of Jesus' approach to racism is the parable of the Good Samaritan. And what we need to bear in mind is at this time, Jews and Samaritans hated each other. Jews, and Jesus himself was a Jew, so he's talking to Jews here. And he says, and the Samaritans were ancestors of the Jewish people, but they married non-Jewish partners and other races, so there was more of a mix amongst races, and they hated each other. There's real problems. Now, sorry. So, now, most Jews looked down on Samaritans because they believed they had abandoned the Jewish faith. And in the parable, there's a Jewish traveller who's been robbed, beaten up, and everything's gone badly for him. And all these people walk past him, a priest and a rich man, all these people who are very, very important. But then the person who actually helps him is the Samaritan, who this Jew does not expect to do that because he hates Samaritans. So the Samaritan comes by and goes, hey, look, we need to sort this guy out. He's in trouble. And he helps him. So what Jesus is saying is that your brother, the person who you love your neighbour is everybody. Your neighbour could be the person who you look down on, the race that you look down on, the gender you look down on. It could be a gay person, a straight person. Whoever you look down on is actually someone who could help you. And it's all about that principle of agape, unconditional love. So the parable of the Good Samaritan shows an example where there was a prejudice at that time about Samaritans, where they thought Samaritans were bad people who wouldn't help them. But in the parable of the Good Samaritan, Jesus is saying, even those people who you look down upon are actually people who would naturally help you. And therefore, everybody is your brother, everybody is your neighbour.